pressure the ball. Right? They made other people try and bring it up, but they just tried to wear down Sam and Pickett, and they did a good job with that. It makes it hard to get organized. That was something, like I said, like I need to be better at that. I need to help us get organized, get us into some different things. And those are all things that we try and work on in practice that we need to continue to get better at is once you break a press, once you get through that, now immediately get into offense so they can't scramble back to find their man. And we were slow a few times to get into stuff. So that's where I think we'll be better. That's where I think I need to be better. I need to help these guys more. But as we continue to play teams like this, I think we'll continue to grow.
David Eckert.
Micah, I guess just kind of on the note of the defense, I mean, why do you think that you guys were able to defend so well tonight? What worked for you that enabled you to put in this kind of performance on the defensive end?
You know what? I think our guys really followed the game plan to a T. We knew it'd be a challenge on the glass. They're gonna rebound like this tomorrow, and rebound like this when the SEC play starts. Like this is who they are. It's a huge part of how they play. But we wanted, and we talked about it fed off. Cornell's a different animal in terms of LSU in terms of athletes and everything else. But us sprinting back against Cornell and building walls led right into this game. They didn't score very many points in transition. We sprinted back. We built walls. We tried to keep them out of the paint. We didn't do a great job at it. I think, a couple times we got fouls with them getting by us and getting into the paint. That's where you see the discrepancy. Their guards driving us and us fouling, or them getting rebounds and us fouling. So other than that, for them shooting 16 of 21 from the free throw line and getting 17 offensive rebounds, us turning over 16 times, then you look and it's still 68 points in a 45-minute game. Like that's the kind of defense we need to play every night.
Dave Melandra.
Hey, Coach, can you just sum up the way about how Jalen Pickett played tonight?
Yeah, you know what? He's getting more and more confident, and I think he and Sam are starting to play well with each other. It's going to take time, right? When you've never played with somebody else. Our practices, I've talked about it. We still haven't had everybody on our team in a practice at one point in time this season, right? So for a long time, they never got to play against each other or with each other in practice. They were always going against each other and pushing each other. Now, I need them to play together in the game. So games like this are going to help them play together, play off of each other. And I thought they were both good in different points, and I thought they both tried to follow the game plan. I think, there's still a couple things Pitt can clean up when he gets near the basket in terms of just jumping up and shooting some of those shots and making some of those shots. He's trying to get too deep sometimes, get all the way to the rim instead of taking what the defense gives him when he gets to a certain point. But you're going to continue to see him get better and better as the more comfortable he gets, and I think he's getting comfortable right now.
Competition.
Micah, I asked this question especially within the context that the Big Ten now plays a couple conference games in December. When you have a game like tonight where there are so many crucial possessions, how much does that prepare the guys for the upcoming Big Ten season?
You know what? For us, if you look at this game, like how LSU wants to play, if you look at the scores that they've had, if you look at what they do, like we turned this into a Big Ten game, right? That's what we do with our defense. Like if we defend like this, you give yourself a chance every single night. And this is going to be the Big Ten. These are going to be the wars like this in the Big Ten. So this is great preparation for us, right? This is, who's going to go to the glass as hard as these guys? Well, Michigan State will on December 11th or whenever we play them in early December, right? Like we got to get E.J. Liddell off the glass, but he's shooting threes just like Days was tonight. So this was great practice for these early Big Ten games that are coming up. But the effort that we play with, like what we did tonight, effort-wise, what we did against Cornell the other night, effort-wise, like that gives you a chance. That gives you a chance in the Big Ten, and that's all we're asking for. We want a chance to compete.
We have time for one more question. We'll go with Corey Geiger.
Micah, you mentioned right off the bat there's no moral victories. But how do you balance with your kids that, hey, they came out and you nearly won a game that maybe not a lot of people thought you were going to win? How do you balance the moral victory component and you played really well against a good team?
The people that you said, maybe not a lot of people, those maybe not a lot of people weren't the people in our locker room. I know that much. We always believe that we can win. We come with a game plan that we're going to win. We come with a defensive mindset that we're going to win. And we're not satisfied with this. I don't care about outside expectations. I don't care about anybody telling me where we're going to finish in the Big Ten. We control our own destiny. And if we defend like this, we have this toughness, this mindset, this idea, like we'll get better offensively. But if we defend like this, we'll give ourselves a chance. We're going to play physical Big Ten basketball. That's what the people at the Bryce Jordan Center are going to see. That's what the people when we go on the road are going to see. And I told our guys, get rested and let's go do it tomorrow night. The cat's out of the bag, right? I've seen it. I've seen what they can do against a team of this caliber, against a team of these athletes. I've seen it. Now, don't take a step back when we're not playing something like this. Like, this needs to be an every night thing. And I think we got some everyday guys in our locker room that are going to bring it that way.